Lovely Rose Garden. I'm Avalon Roselin, indie author.
And I'm Reye.
And one day I'll have a consistent introduction. But you know, time and place.
Time and place.
And you did it at my birthday dinner. It
And
is time.
It is, at least in the canon of this book, I am turning
20.
20 years old.
Still a year away from being able to drink.
What an age.
And
publicly.
It's over 40 pages, so I don't know if we're going to get it all
We
in
are
one
definitely
go.
not going to get it all in one go.
So I asked our supporters, which you can become one by hopping over to Ko-fi or Patreon and becoming a reoccurring donator. And, you know, honestly, you should just check those out anyway, because all of our ebooks are free on Ko-fi. So take a look.
Exactly.
It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
We are the Reading Rainbow.
But anyway, I asked for a theme befitting your birthday.
My birthday.
From our supporters. And Reye is not allowed to see any of the names before they come up.
Yeah,
I have it pulled up on my phone.
I'm going into this completely blind.
Yeah, like normally we just have the Discord up while we're reading.
I'm just kind of scrolling and like...
Yeah, and Reye just hovers over whichever name I need to read next. But this time it's all on my phone so that he can't see what's coming.
I can't see anything. I feel so useless.
He's completely useless now. Which would have been a good name to include.
Oh boy.
And that's your hint. Like I said, I think you're gonna get the theme pretty fast.
It's Beauty and the Beast.
It's Beauty and the Beast. It's any and every version of Beauty and the Beast.
Well, I mean, they're all really good. Even the crappy Golden Times, I'll watch them. Though I prefer the Phaelus reviews.
All right, here we go. Sunday, May 29th, 2011.
It's the day of my 20th birthday, and you did it at my birthday dinner.
And you did it at my birthday dinner.
Christian Grey.
If anyone gets a blowjob this chapter, it will be so funny. Sucking dick and cock. Time and place. and you did it at my birthday dinner.
We're gonna keep saying this over and over again. Everyone's gonna turn off the video in like 5 seconds. They're like, not these assholes.
New vocal stim just dropped. I literally know nothing about Tati Westbrook or James Charles. James Charles. I know nothing about them except they're involved with makeup, and she made that video, and that's the only thing I know. Oh, and "Hey Sister" is like James Charles' catchphrase or whatever. So, okay, let's actually get started. With the Rolling Stones, Shake Your Hips blasting in my ears. Okay, all right. Rolling Stones off to a good start. I sprint down 4th Avenue and turn right on Vine. It's 6:45 in the morning, and it's downhill all the way to her apartment. I'm drawn. I just want to see where she lives. It's between control freak and stalker. Those are not... False dichotomy. Those are not mutually exclusive. Those are not two ends of the spectrum. They're on the same end of the unhealthy spectrum.
Yep.
I chuckled to myself. I'm just running. It's a free country. The only people who ever say it's a free country are like just the worst fucking people. Because people who are actually using their freedom of expression for good purpose don't ever need to point out that it's a free country.
Yeah.
The apartment block is a nondescript red brick with dark green painted window frames typical of the area. It's in a good location near the intersection of Vine Street and Western. I imagine the gray stuff, it's delicious, curled up in her bed under her comforter and her cream and blue quilt. I run several blocks and turn down into the market. The vendors are setting up for business. I dodge between the fruit and vegetable trucks and the refrigerated vans delivering the catch of the day. This is the heart of the city, vibrant, even this early on a gray, cool morning.
Oh, what do you know? He's literally doing like the Bell opening number. He's going through town. Ignoring everybody. Being a main character.
Little major city. It's a quiet suburb. Nope.
It's not a suburb.
It's not a suburb. I can't even do it.
You can't do it.
And you did it at my birthday. The water on the Sound is a glassy lead in color, matching the sky. But it does nothing to dampen my spirits. Today's the day. Time skip. After my shower,
Today's the day I'm turning 20.
I don jeans and a linen shirt, and from my chest of drawers I take out a hair tie. I slip it into my pocket and head into my study to email being a very unwelcome guest. From Christian Grey, subject, My Life in Numbers, date, May 29th, 2011, 8:04, 2, unnecessary live-action remake.
Psychic damage.
If you drive, you'll need this access code for the underground garage at Escala. 146963. Park in Bay 5. It's one of mine. Code for the elevator. 1880. Christian Grey, CEO, Grey Enterprises Holdings, Inc. Sorry about that. Just had a phone call come in. Back to it. Christian Grey, CEO, Grey Enterprises Holdings, Inc. A moment or two later, there's a response from Emma Watson's Yellow Monstrosity. Subject, an excellent vintage. Date, May 29th, 2011, 8:08. The shift from him to her. To Christian Grey. Yes, sir, understood. Thank you for the champagne and the blow-up Charlie fucking tango, which is now tied to my bed. Oh, gotta reload the...
Alas.
Gotta reload the names. Sorry.
One phone call and everything explodes.
Okay. I'm now tied to my bed. 2 Lumiere models. An image of Marie, the baguettes. Hurry up! Tethered to her bed with my tie comes to mind. I shift in my chair. I hope she's brought that bed to Seattle. From Christian Grey, subject, envy, date, May 29, 2011, 8:11, 2, hot, furry Stockholm Syndrome.
Stockholm Syndrome.
You're welcome. Don't be late. Lucky Charlie fucking Tango. Christian Grey, CEO, Grey Enterprises Holdings, Inc.
I want to kill you.
She doesn't respond, so I hunt through the refrigerator for some breakfast. Gail has left me some croissant. And for lunch, a Caesar salad with chicken, enough for 2. I hope wishing the beast would turn back into a beast will eat this. I don't mind having it 2 days in a row. Taylor appears while I'm eating my breakfast. Good morning, Mr. Grey. Here are the Sunday papers. Thanks. Furry Awakening is coming over at 1 today, and a Dr. Green at 1:30. Very good, sir. Anything else on the agenda today? Yes. Ah, yes, the first gay character in a Disney film, LeFou. And I will be going to my parents for dinner this evening. Taylor cocks his head, looking momentarily surprised, but he remembers himself and leaves the room.
I swear, all these ones about the live-action remake are just, I'm like biting back like rants every time. Just like...
Like you just have like a stick between your teeth and you're just...
I can't handle it, man. I have literally a rant like typed up on my computer, and every once in a while I add to it just like all of my problems with the freaking live action Disney remake.
It was so bad.
It was so bad.
It wasn't even like the worst remake they've made, but God, it was up there.
It was offensive to me personally.
Alright, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
I return to my croissant and apricot jam.
Yeah, I'm taking her to meet my parents. What's the big deal?
Tildy.
I
can't settle. I'm restless. Yeah, that's
what
typically what that means.
Yeah, that's what it means.
It's 12:15 p.m. Time is crawling today. I give up on work and, grabbing the Sunday papers, wander back into the living room, where I switch on some music and read. To my surprise, there's a photograph of No one eats ass like Gaston and me on the local news page, taken at the graduation ceremony at WSU. She looks lovely, if a bit startled. I hear the double doors open, and there she is. Her hair is loose, a little wild and sexy, and she's wearing that purple dress she wore to dinner at the Heathman. She looks gorgeous.
Bravo. Gaston's been thinking, a dangerous pastime I know.
That dress. My voice is full of admiration as I saunter toward her. Welcome back. Everyone knows her father's a lunatic. He's been in here at night raving. It says cue music on the thing.
Cue music. Roll credits.
I whisper, and holding her chin, I give her a tender kiss on the lips. Hi, she says, her cheeks a little rosy. You're on time. I like punctual. Come. Taking her hand, I lead her to the sofa. I wanted to show you something. We both sit, and I pass her the Seattle Times. The photograph makes her laugh, not quite the reaction I was expecting. So I'm your friend now, she teases. So it would appear, and it's in the newspaper, so it must be true. I'm calmer now that she's here, probably because she's here. She hasn't run. I tuck her soft, silky hair behind her ear. My fingers are itching to braid it.
Oh my god.
So, whoa, slow down there, Maurice. You have a much better idea of what I'm about since you were last here. Yes. Her gaze is intense, knowing. And yet you've returned. She nods, giving me a coy smile. I can't believe my luck.
I knew you were a freak, 3 dozen eggs.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say anything you've done qualifies as freak behavior, but okay. Have you eaten?
No, not at all.
Okay, we'll have to fix this. I drag my hand through my hair, and even in as even tone as I can manage, I ask, are you hungry? Not for food, she teases.
Whoa.
She might as well be addressing my groin. Leaning forward, I press my lips to her ear and catch her intoxicating scent. You're as eager as ever, dog Ottoman. And just to let you in on a little secret, so am I. But Dr. Green is due here shortly. I lean against the sofa. I wish you'd eat. It's a plea. What can you tell me about Dr. Green? She deftly changes the subject. She's the best obgyn, because it is not capitalized, in Seattle. What more can I say?
That's what my doctor told my PA anyway.
I thought I was seeing your doctor. And don't tell me you're really a woman, because I won't believe you.
Rude.
You thought this homophobia would come without transphobia? Fool. Okay, anyway. I suppress my snort. I think it's more appropriate that you see a specialist, don't you? She gives me a quizzical look, but she nods.
One more topic to tackle.
Cat throw pillow. My mother would like you to come to dinner this evening. I believe Elliot is asking Kate, too. I don't know how you feel about that. It will be odd for me to introduce you to my family. She takes a second to process the information, then tosses her hair over her shoulder in that way she does before a fight. But she looks hurt, not argumentative. Are you ashamed of me? She sounds choked.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Of course not.
Of all the ridiculous things to say.
I glare at her, aggrieved. How could she think that about herself? 'Cause she has low self-esteem, you dumb bitch.
She has,
She's here. Is that not evidence enough?
She has anorexia, bulimia, and low self-esteem.
Why is it odd? She asks. Because I've never done it before. I sound irritable. Why are you allowed to roll your eyes and I'm not? I wasn't aware that I was.
She's calling me out again.
Neither am I, usually, she snaps.
Shit, are we arguing?
Taylor clears his throat. Dr. Green is here, sir, he says. Show her up to that fucking organ from the Christmas movies room. Oh my god, I was scared of that thing as a kid. Turns and looks at me, and I hold out my hand to her.
I was scared of it too, don't worry.
Like the one Tim Curry role that's ever actually scared me.
Because he yells.
Yeah.
And that's scary for kids.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like a funny yell. It's like a your parents are mad at you yell.
Yeah. And Winnie's here to scratch the post.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like that. There's always like those moments in movies that you're really scared of as a kid, and then you look back on it, it's like, oh, because it sounds like an angry parent.
Yeah, like the same thing with the freaking air conditioning unit in Brave Little Toaster.
Dude, he's so scary. Like he's straight up losing it, and it's like it's those yells that aren't funny.
Man, that gave himself a heart attack.
Yeah, it's those that's the screaming that isn't funny. Like that is an instant way to just terrify a fucking child.
If there was a magical curse placed upon our household that turned all the living things into furniture, Winnie would stay the same because she's just a plush toy.
It's true.
All right. You're not going to come as well, are you? She's horrified and amused at once. I laugh and my body stirs. I'd pay very good money to watch, believe me. Ew. Ew. Believe me, hot candlestick on duster action, but I don't think the good doctor would approve. She places her hand in mine, and I pull her up into my arms and kiss her. Her mouth is soft and warm and inviting. My hands glide into her hair, and I deepen the kiss. When I pull away, she looks dazed. I press my forehead to hers. I'm so glad you're here. I can't wait to get you naked. Taylor is right there.
Taylor's just like, I don't get paid enough for this job.
I can't believe how much I missed you.
Come on, I want to meet Dr. Green too. You don't know her? No. Was that not just established?
I don't know. She doesn't. Her brain like shuts off all the time.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Because yeah, like they were just having a whole like thing about,
Discussion.
oh, I thought I was going to see your doctor. No, this is the person that comes highly recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we had established already that he doesn't know her from with Anastasia specifically. Whatever.
I don't know, man.
I take something that wasn't there before's hand and we head upstairs to what will be her bedroom. Dr. Green has one of those myopic stares. It's penetrating, and that makes me a tad uncomfortable. Mr. Gray, she says, shaking my outstretched hand with a firm, no-nonsense grip. Thank you for coming on such short notice. I flash her my most benign smile. Thank you for making it worth my while, Mr. Gray. If it's not Baroque, don't fix it, she says politely to Lumiere's wax play fetish, and I know she's sizing up our relationship. I'm sure that she thinks I should be twiddling a mustache like a silent movie villain. She turns and gives me a pointed leave now kind of look.
Okay.
I'll be downstairs, I acquiesce, though I would like to watch. Ew. I'm sure the good doctor's reaction would be priceless if I made that request. Yeah.
Yeah, and she'd also like...
And correctly so.
She'd also probably kill you.
I smirk at the thought and head downstairs to the living room. I don't know what cis guys think happens at an OBGYN appointment. It's not sexy.
I don't know, man. To be fair, this guy...
It also takes all of 2 minutes.
This guy is kind of a joke.
Now that becoming an enchanted toilet brush named Crap Hair is no longer with me, I'm restless again. As a distraction, I set the counter with 2 placemats. It's the second time I've done this, and the first time was for crazy old Maurice, too.
You're going soft, Gray.
I select a Chablis, I think that's how you say that, to have with lunch. One of the few Chardonnays I like, and when I'm done, I take a seat on the sofa and browse through the sports section of the paper. Turning up the volume via the remote for my iPod, I hope the music will help me focus on stats from last night's Mariners win against the Yankees, rather than what's happening upstairs between sexy young Maurice and Dr. Green. Nothing is happening upstairs. And I shudder to say that this is not the most stupid and weird thing for a character to react to when another character is with someone else. Because later on, when Lila, whatever, the previous sub who's like been stalking Anastasia and comes to her with a gun pulled on her, is briefly alone with Christian, Anastasia's first thought is that they're having sex. And that it's, you know, a loving, like, oh, he's gonna leave me for her kind of situation. And I'm like, that is dumber than this. But this is pretty close. Like, I don't think he thinks that they're having sexual relations. But again, what's happening upstairs is Anastasia is getting a very routine medical examination done. That, again, is pretty boring and takes all of 2 minutes. Eventually, their footsteps echo in the corridor, and I look up as they enter. Are you done? I ask, and hit the remote for the iPod to quiet the aria. Who has a fucking remote for their iPod?
Someone who doesn't know what the fuck an iPod is.
Yes, Mr. Gray. Look after her. She's a beautiful, bright young woman.
What has Machu Picchu told her?
Oh, God.
I told you every version. Points if you understand where that one's from. I fully intend to, I say, with a quick what the fuck glance at Super Dark Spinoff. She bats her lashes, clueless.
Good.
It's nothing she said then. Yeah, it might just be the sketchiest fuck situation you've put this doctor in. I'll send you my bill, says Dr. Green. Good day and good luck to you. Loneliness meter. The edges of her eyes crinkle with a warm smile as we shake hands. Taylor escorts her toward the elevator and wisely closes the double doors to the foyer. How was that, I ask, a little bemused by Dr. Green's words.
Fine, thank you.
Being turned into a beast, but it's just piercing and tattoos, answers. She said that I had to abstain from all sexual activity for the next 4 weeks.
What the hell?
I gape at her in shock. Earnest expression dissolves into one of taunting triumph. Gotcha. Well played, human
furniture.
My eyes narrow and her grin vanishes. Gotcha. I can't help it.
It's funny because he's threatening her with violence again.
Yeah, she made a little hee we can't have sex. You're just gonna have to treat me like a human being for 4 weeks. And he responded with, I am going to beat you. These are equal jokes.
Equally funny. Haha, joke. Funny joke. God, I hate it here.
Reaching around her waist, I pull her against me, my body hungering for her. You are incorrigible, using a magic book to drop unnecessary lore. I weave my hands through her hair
constantly
and kiss her hard.
Live action remake.
Wondering if I should fuck her over the kitchen counter as a lesson.
All in good time, Gray.
As much as I'd like to take you here and now, you need to eat, and so do I. I don't want you passing out on me later, I whisper. Is that all you want me for? My body? She asks. But what else? What else is there?
That's not Beauty and the Beast.
I know, but it's what I think of. Because he really is, acting like I get it. They're on a trial period. 4 weeks is a significant portion of that period. But it's like, wow, if I couldn't do something for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
It might suck, but I would imagine that you would be supportive and
Yeah.
we would find other things to do with our time.
Yeah.
Anyway, and maybe it's just me being Demi and but sexual actions in a relationship have been so low priority to me my entire life that I'm just like, okay, 4 weeks, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Like
4 weeks? What? Who cares?
that's a drop in the bucket. I wouldn't even fucking notice.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, so I guess we're like playing video games this evening or something then. Like,
Yeah.
some other activity that we like. And, to those who don't understand the whole asexuals not experiencing sexual attraction but still being interested in having sex, that is the best way that I can explain it to you. It's just another activity to do. It's no higher or lower on the list to me than like watching a movie or playing video games or something like that. It's just an activity to do with your partner.
Exactly.
I literally don't care, but it's just as enjoyable to play video games. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I guess allosexuals aren't like that. I don't... I certainly don't think that these two are the shining example of the allosexual experience, but it does just make it even weirder to me as someone who does not have that need for physical intimacy in a relationship.
Yeah.
Education. I do that sometimes on this channel. That in your smart mouth. Oh, he fucked it up.
Oh, God.
I kiss her once more, thinking of what's to come. My kiss deepens, and desire hardens my body. I want this woman. Before I fuck her on the floor, I release her, and we're both breathless. What's the music? She says, her voice hoarse. Villalobos, an Aeriel from... fuck, I'm gonna fuck this up. Bachianas Brasileiras. Good, isn't it? Yes, she says, gazing at the breakfast bar. I take the chicken Caesar out of the fridge, place it on the table between the placemats, and ask her if she's okay with salad. Yes, fine, thank you, she smiles. Though tossing salad might be a hard limit. I fucking wish it said that. But that's actually funny, so you know it came from me.
Yeah, it's true. We gotta get through it somehow.
From the wine fridge, I take out the Chablis, feeling her eyes on me. I didn't know I could be so domestic. This is what you think is domestic? Get the fuck out of here. What are you thinking? I ask. I was just watching the way you move. And, I ask, momentarily surprised. You're very graceful, she says quietly, her cheeks pink. Why, thank you, diva dresser. Sorry, I lost my spot.
Yeah, it's all good.
I sit beside her, unsure how to respond to her sweet compliment. Nobody's called me graceful before. Chablis? You're just gonna keep throwing this wine name that I don't know how to pronounce at me. Please, help yourself to salad. Tell me, what method did you opt for? Not your business. Mini pill, she says. And will you remember to take it regularly at the right time every day?
Oh my God.
She's 21. She's an adult. A blush steals across her surprised face. I'm sure you'll remind me, she says with a hint of sarcasm, which I choose to ignore. You should have had the shot. Well, you don't get to choose.
I'll kill you.
I'll put an alarm on my calendar. Eat. She takes a bite, then another, and another. She's eating. How I feel about feeding my gecko.
She's eating.
She's eating. I mean, feeding Lou is really fun because you never really quite know what the hell he's gonna do.
It's true.
It is 100% enthusiasm and 0% skill. He just kind of blindly lunges and you just hope that it works.
Hope that it works.
Oh, it was so cute today.
Mhm.
I was giving him kind of a larger worm and he got it and he just like kind of chomp chomp, but then he dropped it
Good job,
and
buddy.
he didn't really know what to do.
He's like,
And he just like was staring at it. You know, he chomped it twice. It was dead. It wasn't moving anymore. He was just looking at it, like waiting. So I picked it up for him, and and he got it, and then he just kind of went like he did the little head shake thing that like dogs do,
yeah,
to make sure it's
killed
dead.
it.
And I was like, "Good job, buddy. You're so fierce. You're so ferocious."
I swear to God, animals are so silly.
He's very silly. He actually came out for the kids today.
Oh yeah,
Like,
wasn't he coming out earlier?
Starting to a little bit, but this time he actually like, so context.
My adoring public.
Stop. Context. I got a class pet this year thanks to funding from the school. He's a little leopard gecko named Lou, and he is super adorable, and getting to see him is I use him as like a teaching aid for science standards.
Mhm.
So there is an educational reason for him to be in the classroom, but mainly it's a behavior incentive thing
Mhm.
because the kids have to earn tank time so that they can go like sit by his tank and watch him and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, leopard geckos are crepuscular, which means they're most active at morning and like dusk. So he's not actually active for most of the class day, which is kind of what I wanted on purpose because I didn't want him to be distracting from their lessons.
Mhm.
But like in the morning and like when they're getting ready to leave, he'll start, kind of, I've been feeding him at those times so that he is a little bit more active.
Yeah.
So they get to see some activity without getting super caught up in it.
Yeah.
And they got tank time today. And so one of my students went to go sit and he came like running out
He's like, hello.
and was like on like glass
My
surfing.
public.
And he hasn't done that before where he has literally like run to see a student and like put himself up against the glass trying to like normally he only does that for Winnie.
Yeah. Because he's in love with
Because
her.
he's in love with Winnie. Lore drop. Winnie's not impressed.
Winnie's just like, what the hell? Another animal?
Kill him!
Kill him!
Winnie doesn't like us paying attention to any animal but her.
Yeah, she's she's so only child coded, and you're like, I want to get another cat, and I'm like, don't do it. You know she will piss and shit and cry forever if you do.
Like as much as I don't even think I really want another cat. I just see really cute cats and I'm like, I want to hold and cuddle this.
You want another Winnie is what you want.
I want us each to have a Winnie for our own laps.
But unfortunately,
at Winnie's age, I would definitely not get. That would be a huge adjustment to make at her age now.
Yeah.
She turned 9 this year, and I'm not gonna get, especially not a kitten.
Yeah.
That would be really unfair to her.
Yeah.
So, wow, in the past 3 minutes, we have been so much more responsible and mature than these characters.
Well,
and we're just silly little guys on the internet.
Silly little guys on the internet.
I'm not in charge of billions of dollars. I don't have an HR department. Anyway. So I can put Chicken Caesar on the list for Mrs. Jones, I ask. I thought I'd be doing the cooking. Yes, you will. Wait, when was that part of the deal? She finishes before I do. She must have been starving. Eager as ever. Oh, shoot. My name's...
My name's... See, this is what happens when I'm not controlling them. Madness happens.
Eager as ever. The mimic hiding in the corner. Because, okay, there just is straight up a mimic in the Beast Castle. Everyone forgets about it, but like that wasn't part of the staff. That's just a mimic that ate some guy.
Yeah.
Yes, she says, giving me a demure look from beneath her lashes.
There it is.
The attraction. As if under her spell, I get up and tug her into my arms. Do you want to do this? I whisper, inwardly begging her to say yes. I haven't signed anything. I know, but I'm breaking all the rules these days. No, that's bad. The rules are where your safety procedures are. Are you going to hit me? Yes, but it won't be to hurt you. No!
No?
Because her saying, are you going to hit me like that, means she does not want to be hit. She is not consenting to be hit. She is not into the idea of being hit. Your answer is, only if you want me to.
But he doesn't.
Sorry, Christian, your line is, only if you want me to.
But he won't ever say that because he wants to hit her and his desires go before hers.
Before her safety and
Before
mental
her
well-being.
everything. And that's why he has a freaking homicidal ex-sub. Homicidal, suicidal ex-sub.
She should have gotten to shoot him. Just saying. That should have been,
Yeah.
like, because they even wrote in, like, a death scare with the helicopter crashing. I'm like, the death scare should have been that she shot him. Like,
Except
come on.
it's not a scare. She should have just shot him.
And then, yeah, and he should have died. And then Anastasia joins the sub club, and they go around Seattle helping out subs who are in abusive relationships with their doms. Can I have that universe? I feel like Trump wouldn't be president in that universe.
I feel like a lot of things would have been fixed in that universe.
Anyway, I don't want to punish you right now. If you'd caught me yesterday evening, well, that would have been a different story.
Yesterday evening, I definitely wanted to beat the hell out of you.
Her face turns to shock.
Oh, baby.
Don't let anyone try to convince you otherwise, Candelabra Arms. One of the reasons people like me to do this is because we either like to give or receive pain. It's very simple. You don't, so I spent a great deal of time yesterday thinking about that. But you just said you would have... I wrap my arms around her, holding her against my hardening erection. That's not comforting. Did you reach any conclusions? She whispers. No, and right now I just want to tie you up and fuck you senseless. Are you ready for that? No, you need to have these conversations. You're like, oh, one of the reasons people like this is because we either like to give or receive pain. She doesn't. Okay, stop there and have a conversation so that you can both be comfortable moving forward. You definitely should not.
Asshole.
You should not be playing right now. This is not the time for a scene. Her expression is darker, sensual, and full of carnal curiosity. Yes, she says, the words as soft as a sigh, because the E.L. James just went and hit her upside the head.
Booped her little horny button, and now her thoughts belong to this man.
Thank fuck.
Good, come. I lead her upstairs and into my playroom.
What if she came right there?
That's literally what I was thinking.
And he's like, well, I didn't expect that. I didn't really expect that, actually.
I lead her upstairs and into my playroom, my safe place, where I can do what I wish with her. I close my eyes, briefly savoring the exhilaration.
Have I ever been this excited?
Pushing the door shut behind us, I release her hand and study her. Her lips are parted as she inhales. Her breathing is quick and shallow. Her eyes are wide, ready, waiting. When you're in here, you are completely mine to do with as I see fit. Do you understand? Her tongue quickly licks her upper lip and she nods. Good girl. Take your shoes off. She swallows and proceeds to take off her high-heeled sandals. I pick them up and put them neatly by the door. Good. Don't hesitate when I ask you to do something. Now I'm going to peel you out of this dress. Something I've wanted to do for a few days, if I recall. No, the peeler. I pause, checking that she's still with me. I want you to be comfortable with your body bursting into song when a new person shows up. You have a beautiful body, and I like to look at it. It is a joy to behold. In fact, I could gaze at you all day, and I want you unembarrassed and unashamed of your nakedness. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes, what? My tone is sharper.
Yes, sir.
Do you mean that?
I want you unashamed, John Cocktoe. Yes, sir.
Good. Lift your arms up over your head. Slowly she raises her arms in the air. I grab the hem and gently pull the dress up her body, revealing it inch by inch, for my eyes only. When it's off, I stand back so I can have my fill of her. Legs, thighs, belly, ass, tits, shoulders, face, mouth, knees and toes, knees and... She's perfect. Folding her dress, I place it on the toy chest. Oh, toy chest. I read that as like a chest that is a toy, not a chest of toys. Reaching up, I tug her chin. You're biting your lip. You know what that does to me, I scold. Turn around. Look at what you see.
No, we sang two different songs. Turn around, bright eyes.
Every now and then. She complies and turns to face the door. I unfasten her bra and pull the straps down her arms, skimming her skin with my fingertips as I do, and feeling her tremble beneath my touch. I take off her bra and toss it on top of her dress. I stand close, not quite touching her, listening to her rapid breathing and sensing the warmth radiating off her skin. She's excited, and she's not the only one. I gather her hair into both of my hands so it falls down her back. It's oh so silky to touch. I wind it around one hand and tug, angling her head to one side and exposing her neck to my mouth. I run my nose from her ear to her shoulder and back again, inhaling her heavenly scent.
She smells good.
You smell as divine as ever. Whatever happened to Gaston's body at the end of the movie?
It fell into that giant fucking moat.
Where I assume it was eaten or something.
Yeah, I assume so. But, well, even then, like, no, because you remember, like, there's that huge bridge that goes across.
Yeah.
And it's like this deep as fuck moat around that castle, which is kind of rad.
Which I imagine, like, some stalagmites
Like,
down at the
cool-
bottom.
Yeah, cool as shit. Like, 100%. If there aren't, like, some horrible, like, prehistoric-looking motherfucking sharks down there, a stalagmite got him. Or a stalactite. Which
Stalagmite, because stalagmites might reach the ceiling, while stalactites hang on tight.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting way to remember it.
I read it in a book once.
I knew that there was, like, one way that... There's a couple ways that people remember, but I always get them confused anyway. Because I also can't do the, left, right thing, because I look at my hands and I'm all like, that's just it's just a hand.
That's not two L's.
That's just two L's.
Anyway, moving on.
We gotta keep ourselves entertained somehow.
We do.
You know?
I place a kiss beneath her ear, just above her pulse. She moans. Quiet. Don't make a sound. She's not allowed to move. She's not allowed to moan. Give me a kink play with nothing.
She's not allowed to struggle, not allowed to move, not allowed to... What's the point?
Just get a doll.
And then he's just like, I'm not into necrophilia. Well, a dead body would give you exactly what you want. Something that just doesn't react to nothing.
Doesn't touch you. Like,
yeah.
Are you sure you're not into necrophilia? You got billions of dollars. Why aren't you investing in sex robots?
For real.
It seems like that's what you want. From my jeans pocket, I grab the hair tie, and taking her hair in my hands, I braid it slowly, enjoying the pull and twist against her beautiful, flawless back. Deftly, I fasten the end with the hair tie and give it a quick tug, forcing her to step back and press her body into mine. I like your hair braided in here, I whisper. Turn around.
Bright eyes.
This time I anticipated. Next time, it's never-ending story.
Okay. But a little fun little lore fact. I sing that to the kids during lunch whenever they're like turned around talking to the other thing. I just kind of go up to them and like grab their heads and just go, turn around, Rye. And they always laugh about it.
And I need you.
Like,
And I need
they're-
you
they're-
to look forward.
they're so used to me doing like absolutely kind of just ridiculous off the cuff stuff that like,
You have to.
yeah,
When you work with kids, you have to.
yeah, they
You
love
have
it.
to entertain yourself.
Oh yeah, like I had a whole conversation about pie today.
And it wasn't even March 14th.
It wasn't even March 14th, but it just happened. And I was like talking to two different TKers, and I'm all like, you like apple pie and you like apple pie, best friends. And they're like,
Pie buddies.
Pie buddies.
It really do be that. Oh, I had fun today at work.
Let's-
No. Just real quick.
Okay.
So
We're going on tangents because it's my birthday episode and we're allowed.
you did it at my birthday dinner.
It's not even my birthday. It's my birthday in the book.
So one of the other teachers had to like go to an appointment or something, and since she was only going to be gone a half day, she couldn't get a sub because, subs don't want to work only half a day. If they're going to go in, they want their money's worth.
Yeah, exactly.
So when that happens, the other teachers of that grade level just take the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just split them up and we all take a couple extra kids and we get paid a little extra for it. So I'm
Yeah.
fine with this.
Yeah.
And I told her, I'm like, yeah, send it my way. I'll take the money. But see, all these other kids don't know me and don't know my shit.
Mm-hmm.
So instantly, and like all my homeroom students, the kids that regularly see me, they all know exactly what's about to go down.
Exactly what kind of garbage.
Because I start acting like 100 times like more strict and scary. Like complete flat affect, like not smiling, not laughing at any jokes, not making any jokes. And just, because my reputation outside of my classroom is that I'm very strict.
Uh-huh.
And that is a well-kept secret. So all the kids think, they go to my room. My room is the place that kids get sent to when they're in trouble and they need to go finish their work outside of their own class because their teacher's tired of dealing with their shit.
Yeah.
So I maintain that facade. But I like to give the kids free time also as well. So I do that. And as I'm doing that, I'm walking around the room and the kids who are staying with me for just half the day, they get to get up and do their free time too.
Yeah.
3 times I made these kids just like nearly hit the ceiling because I would just be right behind them and say something. And my kids are used to the fact that I do not make noise when I walk around.
Mm-hmm.
And they expect that I will just be there.
Hello.
And, normally I'm talking in a friendlier tone with them, but people I don't know as well, I don't do that. So literally this one poor kid was like talking to her friend and was about to step backwards into me. So I just said, I'm behind you. The jump, the gasp that she gasped. It was, and they laugh. They think it's funny after the fact. But yeah, so I got to do that 3 times today. I had a good time.
gasp that she gasped.
It was a good time at work. Anyway. Teachers are just trying to have fun. Back to it. She does so immediately. When I tell you to come in here, this is how you will dress. Just in your panties. Do you understand? Yes. Yes. What? Yes, sir. Good girl. She's learning fast. Her arms are by her sides, her eyes trained on me, waiting. When I tell you to come in here, I expect you to kneel over there. I point to the corner of the room beside the door. Do it now. Well, at least he's giving her simple, basic commands that are easily followed.
Oh, God. I'm so tired of this
Finally.
guy.
She blinks a couple of times, but before I have to tell her again, she turns and kneels, facing me and the room. I give her permission to sit back on her heels, and she obliges. Place your hands and forearms flat on your thighs. Good. Now part your knees. Wider.
I want to see you, baby.
Wider.
See your sex.
My sex.
My sex.
Perfect. Look down at the floor.
Don't look at me or the room. You can sit there and let your thoughts run wild while you imagine what I'm going to do to you.
I walk over to her, and I'm pleased that she keeps her head bowed. Reaching down, I tug her braid, tilting her head so that our eyes meet. Will you remember this position, the skulls in Gaston's eyes as he falls to his doom?
Good fucking animation, man.
Yes, sir. Good. Stay here. Don't move. Walking past her, I open the door for a moment, and for a moment look back at her. Her head is bowed. Her eyes stay fixed on the floor. What a welcome sight.
Good girl.
I want to run, but I contain my eagerness and walk purposefully downstairs to my bedroom.
Maintain some fucking dignity, Gray.
In my
You
closet,
don't have any dignity, you piece of shit.
In my closet, I strip off all my clothes and from a drawer pull out my favorite jeans, my DJ's Dom jeans. Ew.
Ew.
Not even leather pants? Get the fuck out of here.
Like, come on, dude.
They're not even soft. They're fucking jeans. I slip them on and fasten all the buttons.
You're really feeling real sexy in your fucking Levi Strauss.
His fucking Levi
His
Strauss.
fucking Levi Strauss. Not some real soft, buttery leathered pants.
Or like silk.
Or silk.
Something fun to touch.
Yeah. Well, no,
Whatever,
he doesn't want to
different
be
strokes.
touched. He wants to wear his fucking Levi's to sexy times.
Were you wearing Levi's when you discovered your mother's dead body? Is that what this is about? I slip them on and fasten all the buttons except the top one. From the same drawer, I retrieve the new riding crop and a gray waffle robe.
He's like, they're even all fucking buttoned up. It's not even unbuttoned or anything like that. Like, goddamn.
Isn't that uncomfortable? He's already got an erection.
Yeah. It's like, dude, jeans, like, they're tough. They don't give.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. Why are you wearing jeans when you're trying to be all comfy and sexy?
And then a robe. A gray waffle robe.
Ew.
As I
Waffle robe?
leave,
Really? Ew. Worst texture ever.
I grab a few condoms and stuff them into my pocket.
Here goes. Showtime, Gray.
When I get back, she's in the same position, her head bowed, her braid hanging down her back, her hands on her knees. I close the door and hang the robe on its hook. I walk past her. Good girl, Lumiere and Cogsworth gay tension.
Yes! Real.
You look lovely like that. Well done. Stand up. She stands, keeping her head down. You may look at me. Eager blue eyes peek up. I'm going to chain you now, a dog named Clementine. Give me your right hand. That's a real life reference for a very cute event when we went to go see the voice actors from the animated Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
And
I remember
someone had their service dog, and
And
Robbie Benson.
Robbie Benson immediately was like, Dog? What's your dog's name? And I was like, I love you, Robbie Benson.
Robbie Benson just stopping everything dead to ask the dog's name.
And I'm just like, yes!
Because, like, someone had been holding the dog for her while she went up to, get to the mic to ask the question. So he didn't see the dog right away.
Mm-hmm.
He only saw it once she started walking back.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, wait. Come back.
Your dog.
Your dog.
What's his name?
They're so cute. Robbie Benson's adorable. Give me your right hand. I hold out mine and she places her hand in it. Without taking my eyes off hers, I turn her hand palm up and from behind my back produce the riding crop. I quickly flick the end across her palm. She startles and cups her hand, blinking at me in surprise. Yeah, because you said you were going to chain her, not hit her hand with a riding crop, asshole. How does that feel? I ask. Her breathing accelerates and she glances at me before looking back at her palm. Answer me. Okay. Her brows knit together. Destroyed this man with a word. Don't frown, I warn. Did that hurt?
No.
This is not going to hurt. Do you understand?
Yes.
Her voice is a little shaky. I mean it, I stress, and I show her the crop.
Brown plated leather. See? I listen.
Her eyes meet mine, astonished. My lips twitch in amusement. We aim to please by Polly Lumiere having two hands. Come. I lead her to the middle of the room, beneath the restraining system. This grid is designed so the shackles move across the grid. She stares up at the intricate system, then back at me. We're going to start here, but I want to fuck you standing up, so we'll end up by the wall over there. I point to the St. Andrew's cross. Put your hands above your head. She does immediately. Taking the leather cuffs that hang on the grid, I fasten one to each of her wrists in turn. I'm methodical, but she's distracting. Being this close to her, sensing her excitement, her anxiety, touching her. I find it hard to concentrate. Once she's cuffed, I step back and take a deep breath, relieved. This seems like a lot for a first bondage session.
Yeah.
Finally, I've got you where I want you, beast's stupid haircut.
Slowly, I walk around her, admiring the view. Could she look hotter? You look mighty fine, trussed up like this. Beast being a way better rich guy fetish fantasy than Christian by a lot.
For real.
And your smart mouth is quiet for now. I like that.
Especially because he, like, at least in the Disney version, the whole point is that he, like, fixes all his fucking bullshit. He becomes a better person for her, as opposed to being like, this is just who I am, Anastasia.
So, he likes that her smart mouth is quiet, so does he not like her smart mouth? I never understand if he likes her comments or not. It really just varies wildly between scenes.
Don't know.
I stop, facing her, curl my fingers into her panties, and oh so slowly drag them down her long legs until I'm kneeling at her feet, worshipping her. She's glorious. With my eyes locked on hers, I take her panties, crush them to my nose, and inhale deeply. This is the part where I fucking lost it in the theaters. I almost fell out of my chair.
Snore. I think it's because I literally leaned over to you and went,
Yeah, you asshole. Her mouth pops open and her eyes widen in amused shock.
Yes.
I don't think it's amused shock. She's just like, oh god, what I could have gotten myself into. He's a fucking panty sniffer.
I think she was thinking, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh. I smirk.
Perfect reaction.
I slip the panties into the back pocket of my jeans and stand, considering my next move. Holding out the crop, I run it over her belly and gently circle her navel with the keeper, the leather tongue. She sucks in her breath and tremors at the touch.
This'll be good, Prince Adam. Trust me.
My irritation.
I put that one in there specifically because I know you hate him. And you can't rant about it.
No, I'm gonna. His name isn't fucking Prince Adam. That trivia came from a unsanctioned Disney trivia game. It is not official Disney canon. They will not acknowledge it in the park.
Yep.
Because the official canon is that he doesn't remember his name. Because of horrible things.
Terrifying.
Of horrible, terrifying implications that happened if you read the novelization of the original movie, which I have. Because a little junior novelization came out alongside the original movie. And I think my mom still has it. But yeah, I read that, and it sure... there's sure some things.
Everything about this movie, like around this movie that comes out, is just so dark.
Like,
I'm not even strictly referring to the Twisted Tale one, which there are, shout outs to in here. God, I cannot believe that they turned that into a webtoon. So I can now see sexy young Maurice.
Oh god. But
it's pretty good.
That is something that the live action remake did do, is that they brought out the whole, the objects are turning more and more into objects, and after the curse is like complete, they're not just gonna be like, you know, cartoon characters forever. No, they're just gonna be furniture. They just like go full identity death. And so does the beast.
Yeah, like that is probably the only thing that I liked in the live action
Yeah,
that
is
they
that they
included.
added that in.
Yeah.
From like the original canon that they just couldn't get into in the original movie because
Would have been a little too dark.
I mean, to be fair, like there's a lot of dark things about the original. They just couldn't get into all of it because that movie is strung
So tight.
so tightly like corseted into itself. Like there is so much going on in that movie.
Like, you literally cannot add or take out a single scene. I do not like the version where they re-added human again into it.
Yeah, because
I'm like, no.
it does kind of screech some things to a halt.
Yeah, this is the take your kid to the bathroom song.
Yeah.
Like, all right, gotta keep going.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, I needed to say that.
Yes.
I need you made the topic of the names one of my biggest hyperfixations. You cannot make me not say anything.
I can try, but I'll fail.
You'll fail. You'll fail every time.
Slowly, I begin to circle her, drawing the crop across her skin, across her belly, her flank, her back. On my second circuit, I flick the tongue at the base of her behind, so it makes sharp contact with her vulva.
Ah! Hello?
She cries, and she tugs against the shackles. Quiet, I warn, and Prelate can't do nothing.
Nothing.
Give me a BDSM scene with nothing.
Nothing.
I flick the crop against her in the same sweet spot, and she whines on contact, her eyes closed as she absorbs the sensation. With another twitch of my wrist, the crop snaps against her nipple. She throws her head back and moans. I aim again, and the crop licks her other nipple, and I watch it harden and lengthen. Oh!
Lengthening nipple!
Beneath the bite of the leather keeper. Does that feel good?
Yes.
She rasps, eyes closed, head back. I smack her across her behind, harder this time. Yes, what?
Yes, sir.
She cries. Slowly and with care, I lavish strokes, licks, and flicks over her stomach and her belly, down her body toward my goal. With one flick, the leather tongue bites her clitoris, and she shouts out in a gargled cry,
Oh, please.
Bruh.
turning into silver. Quiet, I command, and reprimand her with a harder flick across her backside. I skim the leather tongue down through her pubic hair, against her vulva to her vagina. The
Vagina?
The brown leather is glistening with her arousal when I pull it back. See how wet you are for this, ruining the library scene.
The moment that I almost left the theater during the freaking live action remake.
Open your eyes and your mouth. I have to go because this will be an hour if I let you rant on this.
I know.
Just put it in the comments. She's breathing hard, but she
I'm
parts
also breathing hard,
her
but
lips
not for the same reason.
and stares at me, her eyes dazed and lost in the carnality of the moment, and I slip the keeper into her mouth. See how you taste. Suck. Suck hard, baby.
Suck hard, baby. Bruh.
Ow. Her lips close around the tip, and it's like they're around my dick. Yes,
Okay.
we implied that with lips close around the tip. You don't need to spell it out.
Yeah.
She's so
This
fucking
guy.
hot, and I can't resist her. Easing the crop from her mouth, I wrap my arms around her. She opens her mouth for me as I kiss her, my tongue exploring her, reveling in the...
I thought you were about to say exploding. Oh, if only.
If only.
If only his tongue explodes in her mouth and he just falls back dead.
Reveling in the taste of her lust. Oh, baby, you taste mighty fine.
Shut up.
Twice he has used the word mighty in this
Mighty
chapter.
fine.
And I'm like, oh, baby, you taste mighty
Mighty
fine.
fine.
I whisper, shall I make you come?
Please.
She pleads. One flick of my wrist, and the crop smacks her behind. Please, what? Please, sir.
I will
She whimpers.
send you to hell.
Sending you to super hell right now. Good girl. Sorry.
Good girl.
I step back. With this? I ask, holding up the crop so she can see it.
Yes, sir.
She says, surprising me. Are you sure? I can barely believe my luck.
Yes, please, sir. Oh, questionable historical accuracy, you fucking goddess.
Mood. Close your eyes. I'm sorry, but just that my brain interprets that as the same cadence as turn around.
Turn around.
So I'm thinking, close your eyes.
Look
Don't
at
see what you
see.
see. She does as she's told, and with the infinite care and not a little gratitude, I rain quick, stinging licks over her belly once more. Soon she's panting again, her arousal heightened. Moving south, I gently flick the leather tongue over her clitoris, again and again and again. She pulls at her restraints, moaning and moaning. Then she's quiet, and I know she's close. Suddenly she throws her head back, and mouth open, and she screams her orgasm as it shudders through her entire body. Wait! Wait! Instantly, I drop the crop and grab her, supporting her as her body dissolves.
Damn! Sex so bad she fucking melted.
Thanos snapped her out, right? You could have done this a few minutes sooner, Thanos. She sags against me.
Oh, we're not done, Belle and the Beast reading Romeo and Juliet.
What? Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. I was like, wait a second. Oh,
With
yeah.
my hands under her thighs, I lift her trembling body and carry her, still shackled to the grid, toward the St. Andrew's cross. There I release her, holding her upright, pinned between the cross and my shoulders. I tug my jeans, undoing all the buttons, and freeing my cock. Yanking a condom from my pocket, I rip the foil packet
this is
with
why
my
you
teeth.
can't do this with jeans, because you can't really rip, like, jeans
Yeah,
off.
that's... Oh, no, I've
Getting
never done
out of
that.
my jeans every day for work is like the biggest trial getting home. I'm like, come on, guys. We can't do this.
You can tell when I'm having a bad morning because I just say fuck it and wear a skirt.
Well, you don't really wear jeans.
Yeah.
Not often.
Even then, even just with slacks, I'm like, fuck it, not worth the effort. Skirt. Yanking a condom from my pocket, I rip the foil packet with my teeth, and with one hand roll it over my erection. Gently, I pick her up again and whisper, lift your legs, baby, wrap them around me. Supporting her back against the wood, I help her wrap her legs around my hips, her elbows resting on my shoulders.
You are mine, baby.
With one thrust, I'm inside her.
Fuck! She's exquisite.
I take a moment to savor her. Then I start to move. All right, start the timer. Relishing each thrust, feeling her on and on, my own breathing labored as I gasp for air and lose myself in this beautiful woman. My mouth is open at her neck, tasting her. Her scent fills my nostrils. Fills me. Oh boy, we got 3 names in a row.
Becoming aroused by the animation of the ballroom scene. Sloppy porridge.
I don't want to stop. We had 3 very different flavors of name right in a row. Suddenly she tenses and her body convulses around me.
Yes, again.
And I let go, filling her, holding her, revering her.
Yes, yes, yes.
She's so beautiful, and sweet hell was that mind-blowing. I pull out of her, and as she collapses against me, I quickly unbuckle her wrists from the grid and support her as we both sink to the floor. I cradle her between my legs, wrapping my arms around her, and she sags against me, her eyes closed, breathing hard. Well done, baby. Did that hurt?
No.
Her voice is barely audible. Did you expect it to, I ask, and I push stray strands of her hair off her face so I can see her better.
Yes.
You see, most of your fear is in your head. She really is a funny girl. Yeah, because you have done nothing to assuage those fears. She's like, hey, I don't want to be hurt. And then you'll say some bullshit like,
I
oh,
wanna
well, we're...
beat the hell out of you.
Yeah,
I'm a sadist.
like, you never say anything like, oh, well, I'll just use very light pressure so, you know, you'll feel the sensation, but it won't hurt. Like, this does not have to be this hard. I'm pretty sure that's what he gets off to more than anything. I caress her face. Would you do it again, I ask. She doesn't answer immediately, and I think she's fallen asleep.
Yes.
She whispers a moment later.
Thank you, sweet lord.
I wrap her in my arms. Good, so would I.
Again and again.
Tenderly, I kiss the top of her head and inhale. She smells of that damn cock-blocking mirror and sweat and sex. And I haven't finished with you yet, I assert. I'm so proud of her. She did it. She did everything I wanted. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, isn't it? She did everything you wanted. She's everything I want. And suddenly I'm overwhelmed by an unfamiliar emotion that rocks through me, slicing through sinew and bone, leaving unease and fear in its wake. She turns her head and starts to nuzzle my chest. The darkness swells, startling and familiar, replacing my unease with a sense of dread. Every muscle in my body tenses. Positively primeval blinks up at me with clear, unflinching eyes as I struggle to control my fear. Don't, I whisper.
Please.
She leans back and peers at my chest.
Get control, Gray.
Kneel by the door, I order, uncurling around her.
Go, don't touch me.
Shakily, she gets to her feet and stumbles over to the door where she
You are
resumes.
fucking aftercare master, 100% no notes.
Where she resumes her kneeling position. I take a deep, centering breath.
What are you doing to me? The only I can change him that actually worked?
Poorly placed, but damn. I stand and stretch, calmer now. As she kneels by the door, she looks every bit the ideal submissive. Her eyes are glazed. She's tired. She's in drop. I'm sure she's coming down from the adrenaline high. Her eyelids droop.
Yep, that's drop.
That's drop.
But he doesn't know that word because he's not very good at this.
Oh, this will never do. You want her as a submissive, Gray. Show her what that means.
It means not pushing someone beyond their limits because that's not safe, sane, and consensual. From my drawer of toys, I fish out one of the cable ties I bought from Clayton's and a pair of scissors. Boring you, am I? The usual. Chocolates, flowers, promises you don't intend to keep? I ask, masking my sympathy. She startles awake and regards me guiltily. Stand up, I order. You are not making this fun for her. Slowly, she gets to her feet. You're shattered, aren't you? She nods with a bashful smile.
Oh, baby, you've done so well.
I'm gonna kill
Like,
myself.
I'm not gonna lie and say I don't have a praise kink. But holy crap, give her some praise. This is her first, like, real serious BDSM scene.
Yeah.
She needs rest and aftercare. You're being such a dick.
He doesn't know how to do this.
Stamina, weirdly aggressive wolves. I haven't had my fill of you yet. Hold out your hands in front as if you're praying. A crease mars her forehead for a moment, but she presses her palms together and holds up her hands. I fasten the cable tie around her wrists. Her eyes flash to mine with recognition. Look familiar. I give her a smile and run my finger around the plastic, checking that there's enough room and it's not too tight. I have scissors here. I bring them into her view. I can cut you out of this in a moment. I feel like this was added in. I'm pretty sure this was not in the original.
Yeah.
I do not remember there being any mention of scissors.
I don't remember him, like, ever fucking reassuring her about anything.
She looks reassured. Come. Taking her clasped hands, I lead her to the far corner of the four-poster bed. I want more. Much, much more. I whisper in her ear as she stares down at the bed. But I'll make this quick. You're tired. Hold on to the post. Halting, she grasps the wooden pillar. Lower, I order. She moves her hands down to the base until she's bending over. Good. Don't let go. If you do, I'll spank you. Understand?
Oh my god.
Yes, sir, she says. Let her relax. You just did something standing up. Good. I grab her hips and lift her toward me so she's properly positioned, her beautiful behind in the air and at my disposal. Don't let go. Having 6 or 7 dogs. Smile. Like, it is important that the smiling emoji is included. I warn her. I'm going to fuck you hard from behind. Hold the post to support your weight. Understand? Yes. I smack her hard across her backside. Yes, sir, she says immediately. Part your legs. I push my right foot against hers, widening her stance. That's better. After this, I'll let you sleep. Her back is a perfect curve, each vertebra outlined from her nape to her fine, fine ass. I trace the line with my fingers. You have such beautiful skin. Having 6 or 7 sons. Frowny face. Again, important that the frowny face is there. I say to myself. Bending over her, I follow the path my fingers have taken with tender kisses down her spine. As I do, I palm her breasts, trapping her nipples between my fingers, and tug. She writhes beneath me, and I plant a soft kiss at her waist, then suck and gently nip her skin while working her nipples. She whimpers. I stop and stand back to admire the view, growing harder just looking at her. Reaching for a second condom from my pocket, I quickly kick my jeans off. So he's just been shuffling around with these jeans around his ankles the whole time. And open the foil packet. Using both hands, I wrap it around my cock. I'd like to claim her ass now, but it's too soon for that. You have such a captivating, sexy ass. What I'd like to do to it. I stroke my hands over each cheek, fondling her, then slide 2 fingers inside her, stretching her. She whimpers again. She's ready. So wet. You never disappoint. Weirdly aggressive wolves who unintentionally wingman for the beast. Hold tight. This is going to be quick, baby. Clutching her hips, I position myself at the entrance of her vagina, then reach up, grab her braid, wind it around my wrist, and hold it tightly. With one hand on my cock and the other around her hair, I slide into her.
She is so fucking sweet.
Slowly, I slide out of her, then grip her hip with my free hand and tighten my hold on her hair.
Submissive.
I slam into her, forcing her forward with a cry. Hold on, putting the creep hitting on you where he belongs, with the pigs, I remind her. If she doesn't, she might get hurt. Then you should probably make sure she can hold on before doing this.
Yeah.
Breathless, she pushes back against me, bracing her legs.
Good girl.
Then I start pounding into her, eliciting small strangled cries from her as she clings to the post, but she doesn't back down. She pushes back. Bravo! Teaching a girl to read isn't one enough. And then I feel it, slowly, her insides curling around me. What the fuck?
Sorry, just... What even?
What the? Losing control, I slam into her and still. Come on, how can you read this? There aren't any pictures. Give it to me, I growl as I come
I wanted
hard.
the same thing myself.
As I come hard, her release prolonging mine as I hold her up. Gathering her in my arms, I lower us to the floor with the actually really good twisted tail on top of me, both of us facing the ceiling. She's utterly relaxed, exhausted no doubt, her weight a welcome comfort. I stare up at the carabiners, wondering if she'll ever let me suspend her. Probably not, and I don't care. Our first time together in here, and she's been a dream. I kiss her ear. Hold up your hands. My voice is husky. Slowly she raises them, as if they're weighted with concrete, and I slide the scissors beneath the cable tie. I declare this Virgin Gaston and Chad Beast open, I murmur and snip, freeing her. God, he's so corny. Like, this would be a fun little stupid line of dialogue with a couple I gave a shit about. She giggles, her body juddering against my... I don't think that's a word. I think you wanted to say jittering and shuddering, and you got juddering instead. It's a strange and not
Was this
unwelcome...
written with text-to-speech, and she just, like, stroked out for a sec?
No, I feel that someone who was in the midst of having a stroke would make more sense than this book. It's a strange and not unwelcome feeling that makes me grin. That is such a lovely sound, I whisper as she rubs her wrists. I sit up so she's in my lap.
I love making her laugh. She doesn't laugh enough.
Really? I couldn't fucking tell. That's my fault, I admit to myself as I rub some life back into her shoulders and arms. She turns her face to me with a weary, searching look. That you don't giggle more often, I clarify. Well, at least you understand. I'm not a great giggler, she says, and yawns. Oh, but when it happens, 'tis a wonder and joy to behold. Very flowery, Mr. Gray, she says, teasing me. I smile. I'd say you're thoroughly fucked and in need of sleep. That wasn't flowery at all, she scoffs, scolding me. Lifting her off my lap so I can stand up, I reach for my jeans and slip them on. Don't want to frighten Taylor or Mrs. Jones for that matter.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Ew, pay them more. Belle in an asylum sits in a sleepy daze on the floor. I clasp her upper arms, help her to her feet, and take her to the door. From the hook on the back of the door, I grab the gray robe and dress her. She's no help whatsoever. She really is exhausted. Bed, I announce, kissing her quickly. An alarmed expression crosses her drowsy face. For sleep, I reassure her, and bending down, I gather her in my arms, cradle her against my chest, and carry her to the sub's room. There I pull back the comforter and lay her down, and in a moment of weakness climb into the bed beside her. Covering us both with a duvet, I embrace her.
I'll just hold her until she's asleep.
Sleep now, gorgeous girl. I kiss her hair, feeling utterly sated and grateful. We did it. This sweet, innocent woman let me loose on her, and I think she enjoyed it. I know I did, more than ever before. Mommy sits looking at me in the mirror with the big crack. I brush her hair. It's soft and smells of Mommy and flowers. She takes the brush and winds her hair round and round, so it's like a bumpy snake down her back. There, she says, and she turns around and smiles at me. Today she's happy. I like when Mommy is happy. I like it when she smiles at me. She looks pretty when she smiles. Let's bake a pie, maggot. Apple pie. I like when Mommy bakes.
Okay.
I wake suddenly with a sweet scent invading my mind. It's Beast not turning human at the end. She's fast asleep beside me. I lie back and stare at the ceiling. When have I ever slept in this room?
Never.
The thought is unnerving, and for some unfathomable reason it makes me uneasy.
What's going on, Gray?
I sit up carefully, not wanting to disturb her, and stare down at her sleeping form. I know what it is. I'm unsettled because I'm in here with her. I climb out of bed, leaving her to sleep, and head back to the playroom. There I collect the used cable tie and condoms and stash them in my pocket, where I find turning Tamlin into the Beast's panties. I was going to say condom, but that's not right. With the crop, her clothes, and her shoes in hand, I leave and lock the door. Back in her room, I hang her dress on the closet door, place her shoes beneath the chair, and lay her bra on top. I take her panties from my pocket, and a wicked idea comes to mind. I head for my bathroom. I need a shower before we head to dinner with my family. I'll let Beast covered in tiny birds sleep a while longer. The piping hot water cascades over me, washing away all the anxiety and unease that I'd felt earlier. As first times go, that was not bad for either of us, and I'd thought that a relationship with Eating 2 magical roses when the wise witch specifically told you not to was impossible. But now for the future, now seems full of possibility.
Oh, typo?
Maybe.
Now the future now?
I think only one of those nows is supposed to be there.
Yeah.
I make a mental note to call Caroline Acton in the morning to dress my girl. After a productive hour in my study, catching up on my reading for work, I decide getting a whip and tub of lye and milk for your wedding night has had enough sleep. It's dusk outside, and we have to leave in 45 minutes for dinner at my parents'. It's been easier to concentrate on my work knowing that she's upstairs in her bedroom.
Weird.
Well, I know she's safe up there. From the refrigerator, I take a carton of cranberry juice and a bottle of sparkling water. I mix them in a glass and head upstairs. She's still fast asleep, curled up where I left her. I don't think she's moved at all. Her lips are parted as she breathes softly. Her hair is tousled, tendrils escaping from her braid. I sit on the edge of the bed beside her, lean down and kiss her temple. She mumbles a protest in her sleep. That one book where the prince turns into a lion and then fucks a lion. Wake up. My voice is gentle as I coax her awake. No, she grumbles, hugging her pillow. Me. That's how I was able to do that no so well.
No.
We have to leave in half an hour for dinner at my parents'. Her eyes flicker open and focus on me. Come on, sleepyhead, get up. I kiss her temple again. I've brought you a drink. I'll be downstairs. Don't go back to sleep or you'll be in trouble, I warn as she stretches her arms. I kiss her once more, and with a glance at the chair where she won't find her panties, I saunter back downstairs, unable to suppress my grin.
Playtime, Gray.
No, gross. This is dinner with your family. Ew. I won't even let my mom listen to these videos. While I'm waiting for said book being in my middle school library. True fact. I press a button on the iPod remote and the music springs to life on random shuffle. Restless, I wander over to the balcony doors and stare out at the early evening sky, listening to talking heads, and she was. Taylor enters. Mr. Gray, shall I bring the car around? Give us 5 minutes. Yes, sir, he says, and disappears toward the service elevator. Competitive strip-teasing your new dragon husband appears a few minutes later at the entrance to the living room. She looks luminous, stunning even, and amused. What's she going to say about her missing panties? Hi, she says with a cryptic smile. Hi, how are you feeling? Her smile broadens. Good, thanks. You? She feigns nonchalance. I feel mighty fine. Realizing that Eros and Psyche did this trope first. The suspense is terrible.
Oh no, there are even older versions.
Yep.
Even the Epic of Gilgamesh
Yeah,
has
you
it.
can go all the way back to Epic of Gilgamesh. You can go back to the earliest forms of literature ever recorded.
We all been trying to fuck monsters.
And I'm sure it's older than that. That's just the first recording that we have.
Yep.
One of the psychology classes that I took in college basically boiled down all human interactions with unknown stimuli to, can I fight it? Can I fuck it?
Yeah. Sounds about
One
right.
of those two things is gonna pop into your brain first, because it's just survival. You know, it's not something you're consciously aware of, but your brain wants to categorize. Can I take this thing in a fight? And if no, can I fuck it? Survival.
Survival.
Where am I at? The suspense is tantalizing, and I hope my anticipation is not written all over my face. Frank, I never figured you for a Sinatra fan, she says, cocking her head. Why not? And giving me a curious look, as the rich tones of witchcraft fill the room. Who's not a Frank Sinatra fan?
I don't know.
That's like one of just the most bare bones, bland vanilla. Oh yeah, I like music people to enjoy. Eclectic taste. Whipping your new dragon husband into shape, literally. I step toward her until I'm standing right in front of her.
Will she crack?
I'm searching for an answer in her glittering blue eyes.
Ask me for your panties, baby.
I caress her cheek with my fingertips. She leans her face into my touch, and I'm completely seduced by her sweet gesture, by her teasing expression, and by the music. I want her in my arms. Dance with me, I whisper, as I remove the remote from my pocket and turn up the volume until Frank's crooning surrounds us. She gives me her hand. I circle her waist and pull her beautiful body against mine, and we start a slow, simple foxtrot. She grasps my shoulder, but I'm prepared for her touch, and together we whirl across the floor, her radiant face lighting up the room and me. She falls into step with my lead, and when the song comes to an end, she's giddy and breathless.
And so am I.
There's no nicer witch than you. I plant a chaste kiss on her lips. Well, that's brought some color to your cheeks. Thank you for the dance. Shall we go and meet my parents?
You're welcome, and yes, I can't wait to meet them,
she replies, looking flushed and lovely. Do you have everything you need?
Oh, yes,
she says with easy confidence. Are you sure? She nods, her lips carved into a smirk.
God, she has guts.
I grin. Okay, I can't hide my delight. If that's the way you want to play it, washing your new dragon husband in lye and milk post-whipping. I grab my jacket and we head to the elevator. She never fails to surprise, impress, and disarm me. Now I will have to sit through dinner with my parents, knowing my girl is not wearing any underwear. In fact, I'm traveling down in this elevator right now, knowing she's naked beneath her skirt.
She's turned the tables on you, Gray.
I wanted to get all the way through the names, but there's too many. So we're gonna have to stop.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we gotta.
Like, I thought that I didn't think we'd get to the end of the chapter for sure, but I wanted to try and get to the end of the names. But there are many, many, many more Beauty and the Beast names. So there's a significant scene break here, and that's where I'm gonna call this episode. Again, thank you to all of our supporters who submitted Beauty and the Beast themed names. It is not too late to submit more, so if there's an even more obscure version of Beauty and the Beast that you would like to drop references to for us to replace Anastasia's name with, become a supporter on Ko-fi or Patreon. Please definitely check out the links in my description. As I said earlier, all of our ebooks are available for free on Ko-fi. You don't have to pay a single cent to access any of the books that I've written. That includes Alice, Like Falling Stars, the Alliance Saga, not Stellar Eclipse right now because I'm working on a new edition, but I'm hoping to have the first part of that up hopefully in May at the latest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nearly done working on it, but I don't want to promise it'll be out this month. If you're interested in other indie titles, or if you are an indie author yourself, please also check out my bookshop.org affiliate link, where I focus entirely on authors who are indie published. I was going to say titles by indie authors, but I've been talking a lot, and my brain is soup. Thank you for stopping by. Leave a comment below to let me know what your favorite adaptation of Beauty and the Beast is. And keep growing until next time, Rose Garden.
Bye-bye.